Today on Forbes, Ka-Shing's CK Hutchison to sell Panama Canal ports to BlackRock as part of $23 billion deal. CK Hutchison Holdings, a Hong Kong-based conglomerate controlled by billionaire Ka-Shing, has agreed to sell a majority stake in its Panama Canal ports to a BlackRock-led consortium. This comes after U.S. President Donald Trump raised concerns over perceived Chinese influence on the critical trade waterway. CK Hutchison said late this past Tuesday that it's selling a 90% stake in its Panama Ports company to BlackRock and its Global Infrastructure Partners unit, as well as Terminal Investment, the port unit of Swiss billionaire Gianluigi Aponte's shipping giant MSC. Panama Ports Company operates the ports of Balboa and Cristobal in the pro-U.S. country, which are located at either side of the Panama Canal. Balboa is on the Pacific Ocean end, and Cristobal is on the Atlantic Ocean side. The deal also involves CK Hutchison divesting an 80% interest in Hutchison Ports, which operates 43 ports in 23 countries, the company said in a statement. The deal is worth $22.8 billion and will earn CK Hutchison cash proceeds of more than $19 billion if finalized, according to the statement. The consortium has agreed that negotiations will be on an exclusive basis for 145 days. Shares of CK Hutchison on the Hong Kong Stock Exchange surged almost 22% on Wednesday, boosting its market cap to 180.4 billion Hong Kong dollars, or the equivalent to 23.2 billion US dollars. CK Hutchison, whose business operations span ports, retail, infrastructure, and telecommunications in about 50 countries, has in recent months been caught in political crosshairs. It started in December, when Trump threatened to reassert U.S. control over the Panama Canal, which handles about 5% of global trade annually. Trump accused Panama of charging the U.S., the canal's biggest user, excessive rates, and claimed that the Central American country had ceded control of the waterway to China. China and Panama deny the claim. A U.S.-Panama treaty signed in 1977 requires the Panama Canal to remain neutral after Washington handed over the American-built shipping lane to Panama in 1999. In a joint address to Congress in Washington, D.C. on Tuesday, Trump touted BlackRock's deal to buy the two Panama Canal ports. Trump said, quote, "The Panama Canal was built by Americans for Americans, not for others, but others could use it." Referring to the 1977 treaty, he added, quote, "That agreement has been violated very severely. We didn't give it to China. We gave it to Panama and we're taking it back." CK Hutchison co-managing director Frank Sixt said in the statement that the transaction, quote, "is purely commercial in nature and wholly unrelated to recent political news reports concerning the Panama ports." CK Hutchison is the biggest port operator by market share at the Panama Canal, followed by America's SS Marine, Taiwan's Evergreen, and Singapore's PSA. The Hong Kong-based conglomerate has been running the ports on both entrances of the Panama Canal for almost 3 decades. In the first half of 2024, CK Hutchison generated 20% of its 28.8 billion Hong Kong dollar earnings before interest and taxes from its ports operation, making it the company's third biggest business. During the same period, it earned 21.6 billion Hong Kong dollars in revenue from ports operation, with 82% of it coming from ports outside of mainland China and Hong Kong. Bloomberg intelligence analyst Denise Wong said in a note, quote, "The deal will remove business uncertainty for CK Hutchison. The company is well positioned to replenish its portfolio with assets that are less prone to geopolitical tensions."